Hello and welcome to the EWA Big Fat Quiz of 2017. I'm John and I'll be your host for this shambles as we test the knowledge of some of the EWA's finest on events from this past year. And what a year it was as we saw the House of H rise to prominence, the much anticipated return of the Women's Championship, and some kick-ass feuds such as Brent Albright and Cody Rhodes, Jack Gallagher and Bobby Lashley, not to mention the long-brewing rivalry between Harry Smith, Randy Orton and Brock Lesnar finally coming to a head. Yep, 2017 was jam-packed with all kinds of EWA goodness, but just how much attention were you paying along to it all?
None.
Well, we're about to find out as we've got 5 rounds and 1 bonus question to determine this year's grand champion. So what say I cut the waffle and introduce our contestants. First up, the guy who beat me for the national title and knocked me out of the King of the Ring a couple of months ago, which I'm totally fine about. It's Bryce.
How do you feel about that, John?
Totally fine.
Totally fine. Me too.
Up next, quite possibly the most decorated guy in EWA history, even in spite of playing the BWO, it's Dylan.
Hey, what's up? Hey, that was a really good introduction you did, John. Well played.
Thank you very much.
Anytime.
Then we have the guy who partied so hard for his birthday, he ended up completely missing Super Bowl. It's Steve.
Hello. That's all.
And last but not least, we've got the head honcho, and let's face it, the man who's probably going to walk this quiz, it's Newt.
I'm just now learning that was the reason Steve missed Super Brawl, so I'm a little taken back. Actually, that's the first time you've realised that I missed Super Brawl, probably. That's right. Good to know. I didn't know you weren't there.
Okay, then. So, welcome to the quiz, guys.
You're a prick, Steve. You're a fucking prick.
You could have Ashley.
Right, so the way this works is pretty simple. For each round, I'll ask some questions. All you need to do is write down your answers, and then at the end of the round, we'll check back to see who got what right.
Okay.
In between each round, I'll also be posting a picture of a crucial EWA moment from 2017. Again, just write down your answer for that, and we'll sort it all out right before the final big question. And for those listening at home, feel free to play along as well, and let us know how you end up doing in the feedback thread. So, okie doke, if everyone's ready to go, let's throw it to our first round, which is general trivia. Woo! Question number 1. Which superstar scored the most eliminations at last year's Civil War match? And for a bonus point, how many did he get?
Okay. How many were in the Civil War last year?
I believe it was 30.
4? 30.
34.
34.
Good enough for me.
Okay,
Cool.
everyone got an answer?
Yep.
And how many eliminations, sorry, yeah?
Yes.
Right, so 30 superstars, so there's at least less than 30 eliminations, so...
Okay, question number 2. 2 sets of brothers became tag team champions in 2017 when the Broken Hardys and Young Bucks both won the titles. But can you name another brother tandem that have won the EWA tag team titles over the years?
Yes. Yes, I can.
In-
Is that a point?
In 2017.
Nope, just in the last 17 years.
Sweet.
So this is not the Big Fat Quiz 2017, it's the Big Fat Quiz of history.
Boy, somebody's cranky today, aren't they? Man,
All right.
what the hell happened to you?
I've been literally I've been drinking for like 7 hours now.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
This is gonna
I mean,
go
most people, when people go on a night out, they start like 7 or 8 o'clock. I work in a beer company, so I start literally 5:01. So I mean, I made it home for the Big Fat Quiz. I told my colleagues, I've got to go home. I've got to see kind of what's going on with my girlfriend and hope she's okay. But I'm actually coming home for the Big Fat Quiz. So yeah. So I mean, what was the question?
You got your priorities straight. That's what we.
Yeah, goddamn right, Bryce. Get your priorities
Exactly. EWA over anything.
No wonder you find a fucking pen.
I found a fucking pen, you prick. Shut up.
Question number 3. At River City Rampage, Daphne and John Cena did battle in a Dungeon of Doom match, where if Cena won, Daphne would leave him alone, but if Daphne won, Cena would willingly have to give himself over to her. In the end, Daphne emerged victorious, but who helped the zombie princess defeat the Doctor of Thugonomics?
Oh. Okay.
Who played Daphne?
John Cena, right?
Yeah.
No, who played Daphne? Not fucking John Cena.
The guy who plays John Cena.
Patrick.
And who is that?
It's you,
It's
Bryce. Don't
John
you remember?
Good grief.
It's the actor John Cena.
Bryce is very sexy when he's angry.
Thank you.
Question number 5. On the February 12th edition of Slam, Al Snow and Finn Balor did battle in a broken invitational tournament match, and Drew McIntyre went up against AJ Styles in a 2 out of 3 falls match. But what about these 2 matches made them unlike any other we saw in the EWA in 2017?
Oh, I got that
They were
one.
on February 12th.
I know exactly what that one is.
There was more matches on that Slam, so I mean, you can put
Alright.
that as your answer if you want to.
No, I've got this one.
But you're advising against it, basically.
Yeah.
Right,
Can,
cool.
can you
cool.
repeat the question?
Okay, so on the February 12th edition of Slam, Al
Yes.
Snow and Finn Balor did battle in a broken invitational tournament match, and Drew McIntyre went up against AJ Styles in a 2 out of 3 falls match. But what about these 2 matches made them unlike any other we saw in the EWA in 2017?
Unlike anything else, this could literally be anything. I wasn't around February time, so
We just make it up. That's what I'm doing.
Yep.
That was a
that's what you've been doing your whole fucking EWA fucking career.
That's what I do in my life, man.
Alright, everyone got an answer?
Yeah.
Nope.
Oh,
Just
come
make
on,
up some
Bryce.
bullshit. It'll be fine.
Done.
Question number 6. The House of H were the dominant force in the...
Hold on, sorry, John. I've got 4 questions down
Yeah.
here.
Is this number 5?
This is number 6. Whoa.
I've got 5. I thought this was number 5.
Yeah, I've got
Yeah, that's what it was.
Oh, was the bonus one for the...
Oh no, shit, yeah, I did miss out a question.
Okay.
That's my...
Dylan, get your podcast together.
Okay, we'll go back and do that question. So speaking of River City Rampage, which was 2 questions ago, what unorthodox method did Santino Marella use to defeat Dr. Thunder Steve Slocum in their national title match?
Can you repeat that, please?
What unorthodox method did Santino Marella use to defeat Dr. Thunder Steve Slocum in their national title match?
Okay.
Speaking of 10 minutes ago.
Question 6 then.
What was question 5, sorry?
We just said it,
Question
dude.
5 was the Slam one from February 12th.
But Santino, sorry. I know.
Just, you should have answers for the first 5 questions by now.
Yes.
No, sorry. So question 4 was Santino. Question 5 was what happened. What was the difference in the 2 matches?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, gotcha. Swap them around. Yep, cool, noise.
Okay, let's try this again. The House of
Sorry.
H were the dominant force in the tag team division this past year, winning 10 tag matches and losing only twice. The first time was to Nunzio and Rusev as part of the multi-team Summer Stampede Open Invitational ladder match. But which other team defeated them in 2017?
The Hoist of H.
Okay.
definitely wasn't me. So
Of course it wasn't fucking you, Steve.
Yes, you were too busy partying.
Okay, so has everyone got answers
Yeah.
to all the questions so far?
Yeah.
Yes.
no, but we'll be alright.
Okay, good stuff. Let's get some answers then. Right. So question 1 was, which superstar scored the most eliminations at last year's Civil War match? And for a bonus point, how many did he get? So we'll start with Steve. Who do you think?
Yeah, I went with Lesnar at 13, but I have no idea.
Okay. Bryce?
I also went with Lesnar. I put 8 rather than 13 because that's stupid.
Dylan?
I went with Bobby Lashley, and I went with 145 eliminations.
Right.
Is that close?
I
think I
Sorry,
might-
before we go into the next round, how many participants were in Civil War?
Like
That would be 30.
100,
30.
100,
And how many did you pick down?
146. Listen, I might be like 1 or 2 off. All right, just
Of course.
margin of
And
error.
Luke,
Give me
what
5.
did you go for?
It was actually torn between 2, but I went with Bubba Dudley, and I'm going with 4 eliminations.
Ooh.
Okay.
Interesting.
I can
That's the right
tell
answer.
you that no one got any of the right answers in this one.
Ah.
I'm
As it was
surprised.
actually Kane who scored 5 eliminations.
Ah, fucking hell. Way to blow your own fucking ego, John.
5.
Yeah. I thought most of the questions are about me winning matches and stuff. So
I mean, that's
Let me change my answers to everything that relates to John.
to be fair. Like we should see this coming, guys.
right. So question 2 was, 2 sets of brothers become tag team champions in 2017. The Broken Hardys and Young Bucks. But can you name another brother tandem that have won the tag team titles over the years? Let's start
I don't know,
with-
Santino Marella and Kane, they brothers.
Yes, but they didn't win the tag titles together, did they?
Is that your answer, Bryce?
No, it's not.
Well, tell us your answer then.
My answer is Hardy Boys.
Well, they were in the questions. So,
Durr.
okay, Steve.
Edge and Christian, obviously, kayfabe brothers. Does that count?
Okay,
Yeah, that would count.
Newt
The Dudley Boys.
and Dylan.
I also put the Dudley Boys.
I can tell you, points go to Dylan and Newt on that round.
Hot damn.
Edge and Christian never won the tag titles. That's weird.
No, Christian and Lance Storm did, but
Yeah.
Edge and Christian never did.
Now, Sir and his brother Juanito probably won the tag titles at least.
Yeah.
Well, that
Charlie
counts. That counts.
Yes.
That's fair.
Okay, so question number 3 was at River City Rampage, Daphne and John Cena did battle in a Dungeon of Doom match, but who helped Daphne emerge victorious? Let's start with Dylan.
Oh, well, I didn't know, so I wrote a cat called Slippy McGee.
Correct.
I'm already writing a big X beside that right now because I'm pretty sure that's not what the answer is.
Rightio. Newt.
It's kind of 2 answers, but I'm going to say Bobby Lashley and his Satanic Clown Posse.
Steve.
So I've put the SPC.
And Bryce.
Were there the
well.
SCP?
SCP. Santa people.
That's SP, Steve, not ACP.
Yeah, Bryce, what's your answer?
My answer, I put down, I thought David played Bray Wyatt, so I've put down Bray Wyatt.
Okay. Well, I can tell you the answer was Bobby Lashley and the SCP.
Ugh.
So points there go to Newt and Steve.
Yay.
Dang it.
Steve, who picked the SP rather than the SCP.
Oh, it's the same.
I technically wrote SPC/Santa.
Yeah.
So
Santa. I give him that.
They just
Yeah.
work for Santa. They're like the elves.
yeah.
See, I wrote Bray Wyatt /Santa. Do I get a point?
I wrote a cat called Slippy McGee /Santa. Do I get a point?
So question number 4 then. This was the one I paused up and put in the wrong order, but basically this is the question about Santino using some kind of unorthodox method to beat Dr. Thunder Steve Slocum. So, Steve, what do you think?
I have got nothing at all.
Mm.
Correct.
Slippy McGee.
Dylan?
Correct again.
I wrote the choked him to death.
Okay. Newt?
I vividly remember this, which is rare for me to remember a finish to a match, but I got some heat for this one. He choked him with some Mentos.
Oh, I was kind of close, right?
Look, was half right there.
Bryce?
I'm thinking half a point.
I'm not sure what the question was at this point. I think I wrote down, but what I have in front of me is a snake throat. So
Snake throat.
think of that what you will.
Just like the cobra,
Throat.
like his regular
Snake
finish move.
throat. It could be anything. It could be any snake, any throat. Points, please.
Santino did his
Well-
regular finishing move.
Yeah, basically, Newt got it right. He crammed a bunch of Mentos down Steve Slocum's throat, with the idea being that mixing them with Dr. Thunder, which is like, an off-brand Dr. Pepper, would cause Steve Slocum to explode.
Do I get half a point?
But it didn't. But yeah, that's how he won the match. So
I
yeah,
love
I'll
Santino
give-
Marella.
Brady was not a fan of the finish.
I think I suggested that finish as well, so I can take the heat for that one.
What's the story behind that? Actually, what's the story behind you getting heat for the finish?
Because it was
I
stupid.
just remember Brady did not care for losing in that particular fashion, which is odd. Brady usually does not complain about things, but he did not like that. I thought it was funny, but they love it.
Brady's very kind of old school, I suppose.
Yeah. I think he thought it should be less comedy, I guess. So.
Right.
Looking for a dusty finish.
Yeah.
Well, I'll give points there to Dylan,
Yes.
Newt, and I'll give a sympathy point to Bryce as well, because Santino did hit
Yes!
afterward. So,
I
there
mean-
you go.
Thanks, John.
So now
Okay,
you've got
so
minus
next
9
question.
points.
It was on the February 12th edition of Slam. Al Snow and Finn Balor had a broken invitational match, and Drew McIntyre and AJ Styles had a 2 out of 3 falls match. But what about these matches made them unlike any other we saw in the EWA in 2017? So we'll go with Bryce first.
I literally followed up with my answer that I said earlier. They were both on February 12th.
Right. Steve?
I wrote that they were actually good.
Dylan?
That they were underwater in a shark cage. Mix some podcast references,
Good
people.
shoot.
Yeah,
I was thinking that.
nice, right?
Newt?
I racked my brain on this. I have no idea, so I put that there was no winner in any of those matches.
Well, I can tell you that no one got the answer right in that, because what happened was this was the edition of Slam where I think Newt must have woke up on the wrong side of the bed, because he just basically spent the entire write-up of those matches bitching about the people inside of them.
How so?
That's my favorite. I
He
love
was
that episode of Slam.
ripping into Ed massively over his dropping the ball with the EWA being in Ireland the week before and him doing nothing with Finn Balor.
Yeah.
And then basically for this one.
I've
What was
never
the
seen
name of
that.
I'm gonna go back and read that.
Bryce, you gotta
Yeah,
go read that, man. You
dude.
love it.
It's hilarious.
Yeah,
The comments are hilarious.
it's
Yeah.
so good.
What's what episode started with February 12th? Sorry.
Yeah.
That's the answer you've just wrote, so yeah.
I mean, so I'm right. I mean, I'm gonna need to. I've got that on my screen right now. Sorry, carry on, John. I'm gonna read this.
So, question number 6 was who else beat the House of H in tag team competition this year aside from Nunzio and Rusev? Go for Nuke first.
I'm gonna say vintage, some incarnation.
Mm-hmm. Bryce.
Bryce is busy.
It's let me just rate this what I'm reading right now. Al Snow versus Finn Balor. It's sort of laughable to me that his only, in inverted commas, story was winning the title, but nonetheless, I gave him a pretty great pitch. See, last week we were in Ireland, and Finn Balor is Irish, so if there was ever a show for him to be a part of, it was that one.
Bryce can't come to the phone right now. Can I take a message?
Right, Dylan.
I wrote the Young Bucks.
Mm-hmm. And Bryce, what was yours?
What was the question? Sorry, was this who beat the teams?
Yeah, the host of each.
I put BWO.
Okay. And Steve, did you give me an answer?
I put Sandow and Morella because it's you.
Well, I'm telling you that the correct answer was in fact the BWO.
What?
Yeah. They beat them by disqualification on the September 17th Slam when a pissed off Rhino decided to bash both Alan Colt's head in with a steel chair.
Oh, damn. Hey, I won a match, guys.
So well done.
Whatever it is.
Wow.
Okay, so before we get to the next round, I'm going to post a picture in the chat box of Skype, so you should be able to see that picture now.
Mm-hmm.
That's
They proceed.
awesome artwork, John. I love that.
Thank you very much. So all I want to know is who is it that Daphne is trying to set on fire?
Ooh.
Don't
This
give me
is
an
question
answer now.
7, sorry.
Yeah, but we'll come back
picture
to
round.
all the pictures later on. So just write that down, keep that safe, and then we'll move on to the next round, which is called List-O-Mania.
Ah,
So,
my favourite.
question both Cody Rhodes and Brent Albright became Triple Crown winners this year. That's winning the World, National, and Tag Team titles, not the old Triple Crown Championship. But who are the other 5 individuals to have done so before them? You'll get a point for each correct answer.
So who are the 5 to win every title in EWA, basically, at that point?
Yeah, just the World, National, and Tag Team titles.
Right. Gotcha. Fuck. Characters or people who play characters?
Oh, characters, right?
Characters.
Characters, cool. I've not even
Just,
got one.
Just write down anyone.
We need 5 of them, right?
That's correct.
Anyone.
Hmm.
Who was it? Cody and Brent Albright.
What's that? Oh, Brent Albright and Cody Rhodes. Yeah, they did it this year. So don't write those down.
No,
Don't write those down.
quite.
No.
Too late.
You can score it out. I mean,
That's a tough one, man. I've got 3, but I don't know if I can.
I've got 2. Right?
I got one with a Bryce then.
I'm just trying to think how long the national title's been about
Yeah.
now, but
But to win the national title and the tag team titles is quite rare. So,
Uh-huh. But that's why there's only 5 of them, man.
So, question number 9. We touched on the Open Invitational ladder match at this year's Summer Stampede, where Nunzio and Rusev captured the tag titles from the House of H. But who were the other 7?
Who, sorry?
The Hoyser Pipes.
Ugh.
Thank you.
But who were the other 7 teams involved in that match? And like the last question, there's a point for each correct answer.
fucking hell.
Yes,
Upper 17's involved in what match? Sorry, just got it regular in, so I got that right.
so it's the Open Invitational ladder match from Summer Stampede.
Yes. Right. When was that? Summertime? Summer Stampede, obviously, in our fucking minds. Right, teams.
Did you say 7?
Yep, there was 7 other teams involved.
I can't even remember 7 teams from this year.
Sad I don't even remember if I was in that match or not. I'm trying to remember 7 teams, let alone 7 teams at any one match.
Yeesh. Okay.
But now I have too many.
You've got too many!
Give some to Bryce.
Who's your 2 extra new?
I can't reveal my secrets.
Oh, come on, man. We're friends.
I've split 2 versions of the BWO, so
Uh-oh.
So
a separate BWO team. One of them.
That's never a good
I mean,
sign.
I'm going to be totally honest here. I've got 5 answers, and at least 4 of them are BWO.
Yeah, I
so
only
you know,
I
I'm
5 answers sign.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll go with that.
It's good enough.
Okay, so are we ready for some answers?
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool. Okay, so question 8 was, who else, aside from Cody Rhodes and Brent Albright, have won the Triple Crown in the EWA? So let's start off with Dylan.
Okay. I wrote Steve Corino, Val Venus, Christian, Kurt Angle, and Kane.
Okay. Steve?
Christian, Richie Steamboat, Val Venus, Regal, and Mr. Anderson.
Oh.
Okay. Newt?
Val Venus, Christian, Daniel Bryan, probably under a couple of different names, Brock Lesnar, and Chris Jericho.
Brock Lesnar.
Okay, and Bryce?
I've got Anderson, Carino, Venus, Kane, and Angle. And the thing is, I've never won the tag team titles, so I know that's wrong. At least one of them.
You wrote it down
Okay.
anyway.
Well, I can tell you, you all got some right in this one. Dylan got 2 right, Bryce got 2 right, Newt got 3 right, and Steve got 3 right. And the answers were Val Venus, Christian, Mr. Anderson, AJ Styles, Goldust, and Daniel Bryan.
Goldust.
Okay.
Yes.
AJ Styles surprised me there.
Yeah.
That was Ed, wasn't it?
He was AJ Styles for a while, yeah. Way back in the day.
Yeah.
I remember AJ Styles. That should have come to me because that was a guy that sort of like appeared a bunch for long periods, enough that he'd rack up a title here or there. Wait, but he's been world champion?
Well, yeah, but like way back in the day, like in 2003 or 4, so it wasn't the same handler.
Right.
Right.
Oh, boo.
John, how many of them done it with the same handler? Just out of interest, do you know that?
Goldust probably, right?
Yeah, just Goldust. Maybe Mr.
Venus,
Anderson
surely.
as well.
Maybe Mr. Anderson, yeah.
Yeah, and Val
Yeah.
Venus.
Because I've never
Yeah.
won tag titles as Christian, so I was kind of...
Yeah.
Screw Christian.
Okay,
Remember
so
that, Steve?
question number 9 was, what other teams were in the Open Invitational Ladder match at Summer Stampede? So let's start with Bryce.
Right, you said 7 teams, sorry, yeah?
Yep.
So, Morella and Sandow were mentioned earlier, so I put them down. I put down the BWO, I put down the Young Bucks, I put down the Hardys, I put down Al Snow and Blue Meanie, and I also put down Al Snow and the Sheik, and I also
Why not?
put down Al Snow and Head.
I haven't used head in like 7 years.
I don't care. I mean, you might have brought him back for that one match, you fucking dick.
Well, you make a good point.
I know you better than anybody.
Steve, what do you think?
Sandow, Morella, BWO, Wyatts, Young Bucks, Vintage, Broken Hardys, Dirt.
What was the last one?
Dirt.
Did.
Yeah.
I thought he said duck.
Duck.
It's the Scottish.
Dylan?
I wrote Morella Sandow, the British Empire, the Hardy Boys, Vintage / the Program of Supremacy, because I couldn't remember which one Brady was playing with, the BWO, the Young Bucks, and the Satanic Clown Posse.
Okay. And Newt?
I wrote down Santino and Sandow, Tug It Till It's Blue, the Ding Dongs, SCP, And Daphne and John Cena is at 6. That's 5. And the Hell Warriors. That's 7.
6.
No, that's 7. So Ding Dongs. Daphne, John Cena, SCP, Tug It Till It's Blue, Santino, Sandow. I've lost count again. Too many down. Okay.
Go again. I'll count for you.
Sorry. Ding Dongs.
1,
1,
SCP.
2,
2,
Daphne and John Cena.
3,
3,
Tug It Till It's Blue.
4,
Five.
I guess.
6.
sorry, 4,
Santino and Sandow.
5,
6,
Hell Warriors.
6.
7.
What?
Is that really 7?
No, it's
That was
6.
6.
Bryce can't count when he's drunk.
Oh, Jesus.
I like this show.
Santana Clown Classic. Unless
7.
I've already said that.
You did, but we'll count them twice.
This is great. That's the way to do it.
I wrote down like 18 because I kept remembering teams from the year.
Well, to be fair, this was ridiculously hard, this question.
And I knew there were some ridiculous teams in there. So
Yeah.
I totally forgot
So-
about Tug It Till
Oh,
It's
7
Blue.
of them.
Well played.
The answers were the BWO,
Yes.
El
Yes.
Halor, which was
Oh.
Avi's short-lived team of Jack Evans and Kota Ibushi. The Ding Dongs, Party Time,
Ugh.
the British Empire.
Oh,
Yes.
party. British Empire, of course.
It was Daphne and Matt Morgan, as opposed to Daphne and John Cena.
Oh, of course.
Duh.
The Anti-Fun Police
Ugh.
and
Oh, yeah.
the Five Horsemen.
Jobbers. Oh, the 5 Horsemen.
all those, I got the Ding Dongs. That was just what I properly
Hang on.
And I knew
So-
Daphne was in there, but I thought she was with John Cena.
The
I
5
wrote down the 6
horsemen.
Horsemen, but I'm obviously wrong. I've put one more than I thought I would, so.
How are there 5 horsemen in a tag team match?
I don't know.
Son of a-
It wasn't really specified like which of the two
Well, yeah,
was in it
that's
as well. They kind of all kind of jumped in
There
there.
was like those were all the generic like off-brand guys, right?
Yeah, like Dick Foley, the Peacemaker,
oh yeah.
One
Okay.
Warrior Nation,
Yeah.
Was that
Nature Boy Paul Lee, and then Tommy Snow as well.
Who got how many points, John?
Okay, so for that one, Dylan got 2 points.
Yes.
Bryce got 1 point.
Yeah.
I mentioned the BWO 3 times.
Yep, but it was only Al Snow and Colt Cabana, so
The classics.
Nuke got 1 point, and Steve also got 1 point.
hey,
Nice.
Well done, everyone.
I'm genuinely shocked I even got 1 nil.
It's time for the picture round part 2. So
Yeah.
I'm going to
Okay.
post another picture in the chat box, and all you guys got to do is tell me what EWA superstar is Dylan turning into a Pokemon.
Wow.
It's Dylan!
That looks just like me.
That's amazing.
That's really good. You got the hat and everything?
I'm not sure what Pokemon it is, to be honest with you. But, I mean,
Well,
I've
it's
got
not
a good
so much
idea.
like a Pokemon. It's more who's the wrestler.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
going to say
Right.
who's which Pokemon, and I'm fucked.
Is there an extra point for the Pokemon?
No, because it's not based on any
It's
kind
not.
of Pokemon.
Let me tell you from experience,
Ah.
my friends. That is no Pokemon I've ever seen.
Dylan's hair is more blonde than that, I would say.
It is a little bit more blonde. Yeah, but still pretty good.
I mean, I would deduct points from John just for getting the hair wrong.
Yeah, but he got the hoodie and the black hat. I mean, that's pretty good
And
How do you know it's a hoodie?
because that's what my hoodie looks like.
Alright, of course.
What he wears.
Okay, so round number 3 is Name the Connection round. This is question number 11, so all I want you to do is tell me what do Finn Balor, Rusev, the Young Bucks, and David Flair all have in common?
Okay.
Wow. What do they all have in common?
Mm-hmm.
Is this one of the rounds where we just write Kevin Bacon? On
Yeah.
The whole,
Oh,
No, it's not, Steve. Shut the fuck up.
Oh, dude. What? Can you name
So
the
this is
guys
how
again,
they're all
please?
connected, right?
Yep, there's one unique fact which connects them all.
Can you name the guys, please?
So it's Finn Balor, Rusev, the Young Bucks, and David Flair.
What the?
It's an interesting one, actually.
Yeah.
That's One thing that connects them is they're all wrestlers.
Yes, but
That's literally what I've got written down.
You piece of shit.
well, good luck with that. Question
It's
number
right.
12.
It's fucking right.
What connects them? They all have toenails.
Question number 12. What do Ken
Correct.
Raper, Bobby Salsa, the Dicks, the Ding Dongs, the Great Khali, and Rikishi all have in common? And to give you a clue, it's not about wins or losses either.
Oh, that's exactly what I was
Damn
writing
it.
down. Oh, God damn it. God dang it.
Name them again, sorry.
Ken Raper, Bobby Salsa, the Dicks, the Ding Dongs, the Great Khali, and
The
Rikishi.
dicks to the ding dongs.
The dicks and the ding dongs.
Oh, yeah.
That's a heck of a party.
Dicks and ding dongs.
In the one room. Oh my goodness.
Oh my god.
Okay, so let's hear what you got then. Question 11. That was what connects Finn Balor, Rusev, the Young Bucks, and David Flair. Newt?
I completely drew a blank here, so I'm going to say they all wrestle barefoot.
Okay. Steve?
I'm totally wrong here, but I thought they all got eliminated at Civil War by Kane.
Idiot.
Okay. Bryce?
They have all wrestled for the EWA.
Dylan?
Yeah, I didn't know, so I just wrote they were all played by Abby at some point, and I know that's not true, but I wrote it anyway, so.
Okay.
It's
Well,
better than no answer.
I
That's
can
true.
tell you, no one got that right.
Oh.
As all of them only won one match during the whole of 2017, but that one victory resulted in them becoming a champion.
Wow.
So Rusev became a tag team champion at Summer Stampede. The Young Bucks became tag team champions at Slam, and Finn Balor and David Flair also won the tag team titles at Super Bowl.
Oh.
But those were the only matches they won this year.
See, you put Finn Balor and
Holy
David
shit,
Flair
dude.
up as a team. That's confused me.
Yeah.
Well,
But I mean,
That's
they
life.
all wrestled for the EWA, right?
technically, yes.
Yeah.
Right, cool. So 1 point for Bryce. Cool.
I think not.
Yeah, Bryce. Now you're up to what, -8?
Almost there. Almost breaking even.
So question 12 was, what do Ken Raper, Bobby Salsa, the Dicks, the Ding Dongs, the Great Khali, and Rikishi all have in common? Let's start with Dylan.
They all love collecting antiques.
Oh, damn, that's what I've got.
Steve?
They were all played by Newt.
Okay. Newt?
They all lost to the House of H during the year.
The who?
I can't say the House of H.
Come on, guys. I'm right here.
Bryce?
I have put they've all jobbed to a certain EWA superstar.
What superstar?
Certain one.
Which one?
You know.
Al Snow?
Yeah, no.
Oh,
Well, I can tell you, no one got that right.
no.
Although, to be fair, Newt was close as it wasn't they lost to the House of H, but they were all broken, victimized, and conquered by Paul Heyman's Mystery Destroyer, who would then be revealed to be Braun Strowman.
Oh, seriously?
Yep.
Okay.
I've just taken on Great Khali as a character, so that's good to know.
Yep.
With a backstory.
Mm.
So that round went really well, and no one scored any points whatsoever.
Thanks for the easy questions, John.
Oh, yeah.
Back to the questions about me.
So next up, I'm going to post part 3 of the pitch around in the
Ooh.
chat box.
Okay.
So all you got to do is to tell me what is this scene.
What is the correct link to click on?
That first picture is a thing of beauty, man.
I think they're all the same picture. You just
They're
post
all
them
the
twice,
same picture.
4 times.
Yeah.
Well,
Is that a clue?
it's a thing of
No.
beauty.
Is that a mistake?
Yeah.
That's just my Skype being a piece of shit.
So
Skype.
we're just supposed to figure out what this is? Is that the
Yeah, it's almost scene for scene from a EWA pay-per-view earlier this year.
Can I just ask you, is that all done in MS Paint?
Yep.
That's very well done.
Yeah,
Like,
dude, that's incredible.
seriously. Like, hey, wow. What's the question? Or what scene does it's picked in the EWA
Yes, from this last year.
from 2000? That's 2017, right?
Yes.
No, this one's from 2004. Thought we'd mix it up a bit.
All right, cool. Was that around two?
No,
it wasn't.
you weren't. No, neither was John. But that's part of the fun.
Okay. So if
Is
everyone's got
there a
an answer-
clue? Is there a clue in there? The guy, I recognize him from like Ren and Stimpy or something like that.
Yeah, that's
There's
it,
a
man.
big clue with the guy.
He's definitely from Ren and Stimpy. You keep that in your head.
Is he?
You keep
is
that in
he
your
from Ren
head,
and Stimpy?
Bryce.
I'm
You
not
keep
making
that
that
in your
up.
head. All right, he's from Ren and Stimpy.
Right. Is that you being serious? Is that you
It's-
saying this at me?
It's hard to tell, isn't it? It's hard to tell.
Yes.
Okay, so if everyone's got an answer, we'll
Right.
go on to the next round, which is the roleplay round, where I'm going to read out a section of someone's roleplay from this past year, and you've just got to guess who it is.
Okay.
This is
Okay.
to prove that Newt doesn't read role plays. But
I don't remember an excerpt from a particular roleplay.
Well, in theory, I've included enough to kind of hopefully help you guess who it's going to be, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, so this is the first one. 6 months ago, I came into the EWA and took him head on. As a result, I was injured and spent some time away. In that time, the Satanic Clown Posse emerged along with forces like the House of H. These threats had to be checked, and that is why blank formed. It formed not because I wanted to do it, it formed because I had to do it.
I love that. That's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing.
sadly, I couldn't make out half of it. Well,
Yeah, I figured as much.
It was beautiful, though. I loved it.
Is the accent just to throw it off the
No,
scent?
the accent's
The accent-
perfect. That's character exactly like the character speaks. Yeah.
It's not a clue whatsoever.
The accent was like Yorkshire, was it?
That's what I was aiming for, but
Yeah. I'm going down to Tesco and I'm going to get a loaf of bread. And
Good,
the answer's Fit Balor. Cool.
Okay, so question 15. This is the next in the roleplay round. This is the door to your future, Bobby. Think of this as a preview of the fate that awaits you. But it's not all bad. The pain I put you through will be gone soon enough when this ambulance rolls off and takes you to your waiting destiny.
Oh.
A hospital bed.
Uh-oh. Oh, dear.
So, do we have some guesses?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you go through them again? Sorry.
Nope.
Is there just two in this round?
So we'll go with the first one. Newt, who do you think it was?
I'm going to say Cody Rhodes.
Okay. Steve?
The British Empire. Either Jack Gallagher, Pete Dunne, or the other guy, whatever his name is.
Okie doke. Dylan?
I wrote that John Cena.
Mm-hmm. And Bryce?
Was this for the one you just asked there? Sorry.
No, the first one.
The Yorkshire.
Oh, the casket. Sorry, Kane. Sorry, Kane.
Right. I can tell you, it was actually Kenny Omega. So he was talking about the satanic clown posse coming in and him having to form the Bullet Club to kind of combat that.
Okay. Makes sense.
But you probably couldn't hear it because Bryce was laughing too hard. So.
Yeah, I only heard bits and pieces.
To be fair, it was very funny.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Okay,
It's
so
very well done.
the next one, let's go Bryce first.
Is this for the which one was this? Sorry.
The second one.
The second one.
Which one was the second one?
The one that came after the first one.
Oh, fuck off.
There already were two.
That one.
Okay. Steve?
John Cena.
Dylan?
I wrote John Cena for this one too.
And Newt?
I was tempted to say Jack Gallagher, but I also said John Cena.
Oh, fuck you guys.
The
The
one.
answer was indeed John Cena.
Yes.
Yeah, I think he was the only one that had an ambulance match this year, wasn't he?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
Correct,
I
yep.
knew that Lashley and Gallagher had some other kind of Manchester brawl or something, and I was like, no, they had the ambulance match with John Cena.
So, yes, that's correct. Well done. Everyone gets a point except for Bryce.
Yay!
Just like in
Like
real
that.
life.
Oh, wait.
thing that I know about last year is fucking John Cena and Lashley in an ambulance match. That's all I've literally remembered.
At least it's something.
Exactly.
It's just more than nothing.
Next up, it's the next part of the pitch around, but this one's a bit different from the others. Hopefully, you guys are wearing headphones.
Yes.
I'm not wearing the headphones. Do I gotta get headphones?
You get extra
Well,
points for that.
it should be alright if you open the link and listen to it.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay. This
Oh
is-
my god, my headphones are so loud.
so all you gotta do is tell me what this is depicting.
Did you animate this?
Yep.
This is great. You're
Alright,
really
John,
good.
well done, mate.
Do you want to be an animator? I got some ideas, man. If you want to animate them, we'll be in business.
Let's see. It took me to do, so
It takes.
give it a run.
I used to make animations in MS Paint, and it does take a long time.
Yeah, hats off
They
to
weren't-
John for the.
But they weren't very good. Like, John's is very good.
Yeah, dude, that blows my shit out of the water, man. That was incredible.
Did you go the old Disney route and just reuse the animation like 3-4 times?
No, I didn't. I didn't do backgrounds. I just left it like white background.
Okie doke. So let's get some answers for the picture rounds then. So going back to the first one, which was showing Daphne with a gas can pouring gas all over a casket. Who was in the casket? Start off with Dylan.
Okay, hang on. Let me see. First picture
I've just
round.
realised I've given the wrong answers to the wrong questions.
Oh, smart. I wrote Bobby Lashley, question mark, and then I wrote 145 as a callback to my earlier Bobby Lashley answer.
Let's hope it's right.
Steve.
Doubling down.
I wrote Rosemary because I have no idea. I just panicked.
Okay, Bryce.
When I said Kane earlier for the answer that it was actually Kenny Omega, I thought the answer was Kane, so I'm going to go with Kane again.
Smooth.
Okay, and Newt.
Dominatrix.
Ooh.
It was indeed the Dominatrix.
Ah,
I knew it was a but I didn't know here.
God damn
Taken
it.
from Sensational Sunday when they had a casket match and Daphne decided she was going to try and kill her afterwards.
We've all been there.
Yeah. Happens to all of us at some
Yeah,
point.
yeah, exactly right.
I hope
Okay.
he comes back, actually. Like, I've not seen him on the boards recently.
I actually just spoke with him, so he is alive and well.
Oh, good.
That's good. Good to hear.
So, the second picture round, who was Dylan trying to draw as a Pokemon? Bryce?
Matt Hardy, I've got.
Steve?
Broken Matt Hardy.
Correct.
Newt?
I also have Matt Hardy.
Yep. And Dylan?
I have Matt Hardy.
You don't.
Boy, well done, everyone. It was Matt Hardy.
I'm really good at turning people into Pokemon, evidently.
Yeah.
Didn't even know.
I think that's a credit to your drawing, John, that everyone got that right.
Yeah, it was really good.
Right, so the third picture. What scene was this depicting in the picture? Now, this was the one with the weird-looking guy and the big splash of water. So let's go with Bryce first.
Is this the one with the guy throwing the guy off the boat?
Yeah.
If you choose to interpret it that way, then yeah.
Yes. I didn't know at all. Ren throws Stimpy and Banana into ocean from boats wearing blue shirts.
Holy shit, that sounds like one of my role plays.
Exactly, yes. That's what I was thinking when I wrote it.
Dylan, what's your answer?
Well, you see...
It's the exact same.
Yeah, Ren throws Stimpy off boat plus Banana. No, I thought that it was the Blue Meanie had slipped on a banana skin and fell off a boat, but the Blue Meanie is on the boat, so obviously he hasn't slipped on a banana skin. Somebody else has, but I'm not sure who it is that has slipped on a banana skin and fallen off a boat. So I guess that's my answer.
Okay, Steve?
I don't know what my answer is, but that's my answer.
I've literally wrote BWO member slipped in a banana peel off a boat into the water with the Blue Meanie.
Okay, and Newt?
I put Blue Meanie throws Tugboat overboard.
Tugboat.
I don't know where he's throwing him over what, but off the top rope maybe.
Well, I can tell you, no one really got that right because it was actually the last known appearance of Porton Birchall in the EWA after he became obsessed with the Blue Meanie, and they decided to go sailing on a yacht.
Yeah.
I forgot all about that.
Yeah, massacre in Manchester, and then he slipped on a banana peel, fell in the ocean, and was never seen again.
Yep, that's right.
Was Stan in EWA this year?
Briefly, yeah, he was, because he was in Super Brawl last year.
Long enough for that to happen.
Exactly. Dan left.
Obviously, but...
That was the thing. That was what happened. Dan had left, unexpectedly, and I was left, once again, trying to explain my way out of a situation with a storyline. So I thought, this seems like the most logical way to do it. He slips in a banana skin and just dies. So...
I think it's what Dan would have wanted. So.
Yeah, exactly. He would have loved it, man.
I brought him back at Super Brawl, and then instantly got in a feud with Dylan, so of course he vanishes right after that. And
I'm okay
Dylan
with it.
to kill him off.
I'm okay with it. Listen, he loves working with me. I don't know why he disappeared. That's nothing to do with me, but just saying.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
Well,
very sure.
since we got pretty close to the right answer there, I'll give Dylan, Newt, and Steve half a point each.
Sweet.
Fuck you, John.
Sorry. Wow. Okay, so that's the picture round almost over and done with, but we've got one more left, which was the Benny Hill theme playing car chase. So who can tell me what that was? Start with Steve.
I'm going to go with a default answer. Avi had someone run down by a car at the Manchester pay-per-view.
Okay. Bryce?
I honestly, I couldn't even make up something I thought was funny. I literally have no idea.
Oh, Bryce.
Dylan?
I said it was Jack Gallagher running away from Del Boy because the car in the video looked like Del Boy's car. So Jack Gallagher running away from Del Boy, who wanted to pawn his teeth for money. Makes sense to me.
And Newt?
I almost tipped my hand earlier. This is the Jack Gallagher, Bobby Lashley car chase from the middle of their match where they sort of left and went driving around and chasing each other before finishing their match in the middle of another match at Mayhem in Manchester, or Massacre in Manchester.
Oh, yeah.
I knew
That's correct.
I knew it was a car chase Somebody got hit.
Of course, the answer is John.
Is it?
How's it me?
Explain yourself, Bryce.
Steve Carino.
Steve Carino.
Okay.
Moving on.
I've had too many drinks, haven't I?
Not enough drinks, my friend.
So
Well,
this
let's keep
is
drinking.
the very final question of the EWA Big Fat Quiz of the year 2017.
Thank fuck.
And this is one where there is a shit ton of points available.
Yes. Here we go.
So,
Define shit ton.
7.
there's
Shit ton 7.
a maximum of 20 points available.
Ooh.
So here comes a question. The EWA didn't take a week off in 2017, with there being either a slam or a pay-per-view every single weekend, meaning
Fucking
there was
hell.
no shortage of matches. But can you tell me just how many matches took place in the EWA during the calendar year? I'll give you 1 point if you can get within 50, 2 points if you can get within 25, 5 points if you can get within 10, 10 points if you can get within 5, and 20 points in the extremely unlikely scenario of getting it spot on.
How many matches in EWA this year?
Are you actually Googling that? Do you really think that you're
Yes.
going to get like any kind of sensible answer out of that?
Well, apparently not. So,
Okay. That's a really good one. That's good.
right, hold on. How many shows? Is this including Slam and pay-per-views?
Yeah.
Yes.
Right, gotcha. That's fair.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
52 weeks worth of matches.
So that's 52 times.
600.
I've got an answer.
Yep.
I've
Everyone
got
else
the
good?
correct answer.
Yeah, I got an answer.
Okie doke. Let's find out how you all did then. So let's start off with Newt.
I'm going to go with 332.
Okie doke. Steve.
326.
Okay. Dylan.
265.
Mm-hmm. And Bryce.
222.
Righty-ho. So I can tell you that the answer was
Is
282 matches.
Ah,
So
Ah.
no one got it spot on, but let's see. Bryce wasn't within 50, so he
I
gets
was in
0
60.
points.
ah.
I think Newt and Steve were both within 50, so they get a point each. And Dylan was, let's see, 265.
Get the calculator out,
Within
John.
25, so he gets 2 points.
Yo.
Well done.
So, well done indeed, yeah.
Thank you.
Now then, that means it's time for the final scores.
Ooh, exciting.
Yes. So, in a quiz where there was, I think, 47 possible points.
The highest end.
Yeah,
Nice amount is free.
none of us came close to that, right?
I could tell you, in last place, to the surprise of literally no one, is Bryce
Even me.
with 6 points.
6
6 is
points.
alright.
In third place, with 7.5 points, is Steve.
Hey. Where did the half come from?
The blue meanie.
The blue mini
Yeah.
one, yeah.
Of
And
course.
then we've got a bit of an issue here because we've got a tiebreaker for first place
Oh.
with 10.5 points each.
See that?
Dylan and Newt.
You see, we're kindred
I,
spirits.
I think I deserve another half point because I did say Daphne in the tag match.
And I think I deserve another half point for just being amazing, so
Yeah, but you're not
Wow.
amazing though, are you?
I think you'll find that I am amazing.
I
Prove
feel
it.
like we should have some sort of tiebreaker question.
Yes.
I didn't really prepare anything, so
I'd be up for that. Yeah.
Folks,
but
Well, tell you what. If the tiebreaker question, so let's say there's 5 points on the line. So if I get it right, I overtake Steve, and if Dylan or Newt get it right, they win the quiz.
What the fuck if you overtake
what
Steve?
we'll actually do is we'll ask both Dylan and Newt to guess what number did Al Snow enter the Civil War match this year, and whoever gets the closest to it wins.
Christ.
It's funny because Newt probably has a good idea, but Dylan has no fucking clue.
To be fair, I haven't known any of these questions, so to get joined first is like an
This is your question. This is Al Snow.
There have been other questions that have been my question that I didn't get, so...
To be fair, Newt wrote the match. He should know as well.
Exactly, that's what I'm thinking.
There's no
because
chance.
I'm going to remember what number somebody come in at.
Yeah, like 7 months
Of course
ago.
you would.
Right, so Dylan, what's your guess?
19.
145.
Okay, and Newt?
I'll say 12.
Well, I can tell you that Al Snow entered the Civil War match
18.
at number 9.
Ah,
So that means the winner of this year's Big Fat Quiz of the Year is Newt.
Well played. Well deserved. Well done.
Fuck the EWA.
Fucking predetermined fucking wrestling, right?
I quit.
Yeah.
Oh, what a shame.
I feel like we have a bit of a disadvantage for the rest of them because Dylan and I were really the only ones here all year paying attention.
That's a fair point.
That is true.
I've been here all year. I haven't paid attention, but I've been here all year.
Well, dude, me too. So,
I have literally been here since the last Big Fat Quiz and then until September. So, I missed out a whole lot.
It showed in the results.
Fuck you.
So that's about it then. So thanks for coming on, everyone. Congratulations to Newt, and commiserations to everyone else. Hopefully the folks...
to you, John, for putting it all together. Really awesome work and all the great...
Yeah, totally, actually. It was just 17 questions you put together, and the graphics, and also the fucking video as well.
Yeah.
Like, that's an insane amount of work to put towards this too. So
plus all the editing you're going to have to do for this video.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I know. It's going to be a long weekend, I think, trying to sort this out.
Yeah.
But,
Trying to edit out Bryce.
Yeah.
it should be fun.
Ha! Fuck you, you fucking prick.
So hopefully the folks who've listened in and have enjoyed the show as well, regardless of whether they played along or not. And until next year, this was the Big Fat Quiz of 2017. Say goodbye, everyone.
Peace.
Bye.